Picture this 17 years old, thinking you've finally made it, soaring in first class to chase your wildest dream, and Finn's Mac reality lands a gut punch right at 30,000 feet. You know that feeling when the world seems to hold its breath, just waiting for you to mess up because they don't think you belong? That's exactly what happened to me, Elijah Vance, the kid with a sketchbook and a head full of plans, just trying to get to Florence on a scholarship I bled for. My mom, Isabel, who runs Global Wings Airlines, that airline had insisted I take this flight in style, a weird mix of mom pride and CEO perks, Consider it an early birthday gift, Eli. And make sure to tell me if the champagne's any good. That's her half serious, half plotting world domination between lasagnas. So there I was, ticket in hand, sitting in two Amore leather and luxury than I'd ever known, just soaking it in, sketchbook ready, heart racing with excitement and nerves. First class, to me, was always a place for other people, old money, business tycoons, the kind of folks who don't spill juice on their pants. The check-in was a breeze. The agent smiled like she meant it, and even the flight attendant who greeted me seemed genuinely pleasant. I try not to look like a tourist in paradise, but let's be honest, me hands are shaking a little as I put my bag away, feeling those judgmental eyes, maybe just my own paranoia. But then comes Susan Miller, a type of flight attendant who's got hair that never moves, smile set like marble, and eyes that size you up before you even breathe. She brings my juice with a tight-lipped nod, then stands at the galley, watching me like I'm a glitch in her perfect system. Something about her stare like she's just waiting for me to trip up jits under my skin, but I brush it off. Maybe she thinks I invented an app or something. I tell myself, half joking, but that uneasy it's there, you know what I mean? Suddenly, she's back, her voice sharp enough to make people look up from their champagne. Boarding pass. ID. Now, like I'm about to rob the place. I'm floored for a second. I'd already been checked, smiled at, welcomed aboard. But here we are. My hands find my wallet, the one Mom made me bring, first impressions, Eli, even if you think nobody's watching, and I hand her everything. She inspects it like I'm trying to pass a fake note. The cabin gets quiet, people are staring, and my face burns not with shame, but with anger and disappointment. This isn't the first time, and probably not the last. The way she says, "This is a first-class suite, young man," with that little curl in her voice, it's not lost on me or anyone else. I keep my cool. "No, Miss Miller, I'm in the right seat. Boarding pass, name feel free to check." She's fishing for some mistake, some way to bum me out. Across the aisle, some suit huffs. Is the boy in the right seat or not? We paid for peace and quiet, not a circus. He's impatient, but maybe little on my side. She bristles, ignores him, turns back to me with that look, that look, and says, "It's unusual to see someone of your demographic in this cabin. Are you sure you didn't make a mistake?" The room freezes. The mask is off. For her, I'm not supposed to be here. Now, if you know my mom, you know she doesn't play. But before the drama hits its final note, the cabin door cracks open after it was locked. Mind you, and Maria, the nice check-in agent, steps in, followed by a woman who could stop traffic with a glance. Armani suit, steel in her eyes, me mother, CEO, Storm, and son in one package. "Is there a problem, Miss Miller?" she asks, her voice smooth but carrying a weight that drops the temperature 5 degrees. Miller stammers, trying to piece together a defense, but the game is up. Mom lays it out public, precise, brutal in its clarity. "My son, Mr. Elijah Vance, is a confirmed first-class passenger. Please explain now why you're detaining him and delaying my flight." Miller's face drains of color, the passengers all pretending not to listen but hanging on every word. She tries to save herself. "I was just being thorough. He seemed young. I just wanted to double-check," but Mom doesn't let up. Is it due diligence to single out a passenger in front of a cabin full of witnesses? Or are you operating on something less procedural, perhaps? Personal assumptions. The silence is electric. Even the captain peeks out, sees the storm brewing, and wisely retreats. Miller stammers, returns my documents, her hands shaking. There's nowhere for her to go. "Miss Albright," Mom turns to the purser. "Please make sure my son is comfortable." And MS. Miller will not be continuing on this flight. The order is final, the justice immediate. Miller is escorted off, her career already halfway out the door. The rest of the flightlets just say, service was next level. Everyone was attentive, kind, a little embarrassed by the show. The businessman from 3B can't stop muttering. CEO's son who knew? The purser checks on me, offers water, champagne, anything to erase what happened. But the truth is, it stuck. Not because I'm a CEO's son, but because this is what happens all the time to people who look like me, just quieter with no witness, no backup. Mom comes by, sits on the armrest. You okay, Eli? She whispers, her steel softening for a second. Yeah, Mom. Thanks for, well, everything. When we landed, Mom was all business. HR, legal, witness statements, the works. Miller was suspended before she got home. But the plot twist? Turns out, this wasn't her first. Rodeo complaints had followed her for years. An old couple ignored, a young mother snubbed, undesirable passengers dismissed or talked down to. Nothing stuck before. This time, though, a passenger fashion editor, seat 1 dad, filmed the whole exchange on her phone, sent it to corporate. You want a smoking gun? There was prejudice on camera for all to see. The hearing was a formality. Miller's denial crumbled under the video. The written statements, her own words. Termination, effective immediately. No neutral reference. No, thanks for your service. The privilege she thought she was defending was the same privilege she lost. Her world shrank to her bitterness and the realization that she'd done this to herself. But here's the bigger story. Mom didn't just close the file. She went nuclear. Overhauled anti-discrimination training, new reporting channels, AI-driven analytics to catch bias before it goes full disaster. She launched a scholarship for underrepresented youth in aviation, made sure everyone from ground staff to the C-suite got the message respect is non-negotiable in the air and on the ground. As for me, Florence was everything I dreamed: art, beauty, freedom. But I saw things different now. My sketches had more soul, more story. I realized every face carries a history, a fight, a dignity you can't see at a glance. When I got home, Mom asked, "What do you think? Did we do enough?" I said, "You didn't just fix it, Mom. You changed the whole story." And I believed it. So what do you think was Susan's downfall? Justice, or just karma served cold? Did my mom handle it right? Or should she have gone further? Let's hear in the comments, what would you do if you were in my seat or hers? If the story got you thinking, hit like, share with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more true tales where karma never misses its mark. Thanks for listening.